Every bowl you fill either helps your dog live longer and happier, or slowly causes hidden problems. Most owners do their best, but don't know how much daily meals matter. In this video, we deliver the complete science-backed blueprint for canine nutrition, broken into 21 detailed chapters representing the ultimate guide every dog owner needs. You'll master your dog's digestive system, discover safe foods extending life, eliminate hidden kitchen killers, decode food labels like experts, and unlock the daily feeding protocol transforming your dog's health permanently. No fluff, no confusion, just authoritative knowledge from biological basics through practical execution, covering every critical aspect comprehensively. This isn't another generic pet video. It's your dog's health masterclass unfolding systematically. Hit subscribe now, securing your place in this nutrition revolution before missing future goldmine breakdowns. Are you ready? Let's deep dive into the science of canine nutrition, a complete blueprint for dog health. Digestive System. Chapter 1. Dogs aren't small humans. Your dog looks cute sitting at the table, but their body works completely differently than yours on the inside. Dogs evolved as meat eaters who scavenge when needed, so they handle meat and fat really well, but don't chew or digest food the way humans do. When a dog eats, they usually bite once or twice, crunch quickly, then swallow. Their mouth doesn't pre-digest starches like human saliva does. It's mostly there to move food down toward the stomach fast. Look at their teeth. Sharp points for grabbing and tearing, not flat surfaces for grinding plants slowly. Their jaws move up and down like a hinge, built for speed, not side to side chewing like plant eaters or humans. This simple difference tells you their system expects different food than yours. They process meals faster overall, with shorter digestion time than our 24 to 72 hours. Once you see how differently your dog processes food than you do, every feeding choice suddenly makes perfect sense. Their body prioritizes protein breakdown, fat absorption, and quick energy over heavy carb processing. Feed like a human, and small problems build. Gas, loose stools, dull coats. Feed like a dog, and you see steady energy, firm poop, shiny fur. This foundation guides every bowl you set down. Chapter 2. Stomach does heavy lifting. Food hits the stomach where real work starts. Healthy dog stomachs create super acidic juices, far stronger than humans make. This melts tough meat, breaks connective tissue, handles small soft bones, kills most bacteria from raw meat or scavenged meals. Stomach churns hours, turning bites into soupy chyme. Proteins break into pieces for later absorption. Wild ancestors needed this toughness for unpredictable meals. Modern kibble or fresh food still benefits from this design. Poor diet or age weakens acid. Undigested stool bits, gas, bloating, poor nutrient uptake follow. Quality protein gives stomach good work. Strong stomach means better downstream absorption, healthy coat and eye glow. Weak stomach shows lethargy, skin issues, bad poop. Every meal fuels this vital breakdown. Chapter 3. Small intestine, nutrient highway. Soupy chyme enters small intestine, the main nutrient grabber. Pancreas releases enzymes chopping proteins to muscle amino acids, breaking fats for energy and coat health, handling carbs if present. The liver makes bile, a soapy green liquid stored in the gallbladder. When your dog eats, the gallbladder squeezes bile into the intestine. This bile breaks fat clumps into tiny droplets so enzymes can digest them easily and the body can absorb the fat plus vitamins A, D, E, K. Villi, tiny finger bumps, line walls creating massive surface area, like tennis court inside dog. This pulls proteins, sugars, fats, vitamins, minerals to bloodstream fast. Dogs process quicker than humans, matching active lifestyle. Right work gives strong muscles, glossy coat, steady energy, bright eyes. Poor ingredients mean enzymes lack good material to break down properly. Even kibble labeled complete and balanced won't work well with low-quality ingredients. Smart feeding fuels every cell for vibrant health. Chapter 4. Good bugs rule. Large intestine. Whatever the small intestine doesn't grab moves to the large intestine, where water gets pulled back and waste forms into poop. Trillions of tiny good bugs, beneficial bacteria, live here, feasting on leftover fibers your dog's enzymes cannot touch. Happy bugs produce helpful compounds, soothing the gut lining, reducing inflammation body-wide, and supporting strong immunity. A balanced microbiome shows as firm stools, minimal gas, calm skin without itching, stable energy and mood. Poor diet starves good bugs, letting bad ones overgrow. This dysbiosis brings diarrhea, allergies, ear infections, even behavioral issues. Puppies build microbiome early. Seniors need fiber to keep it thriving. Feed quality protein, moderate fats, fermentable fibers like pumpkin or chicory, and good bugs flourish. Kibble heavy on fillers starves them. Rotate safe foods, preventing sensitivities. This invisible gut community affects 70% of immunity, digestion comfort, even brain signals. Neglect it and problems compound slowly. Nurture it daily and your dog stays resilient through seasons, ages, stresses. Visible signs confirm gut health success: poop quality, coat shine, itch-free skin. Safe foods. Chapter 5. Why dogs need real protein. Protein builds everything your dog needs to stay strong: muscles for running, skin to fight infections, nails, immune cells, even the enzymes and hormones keeping their body working right. Dogs cannot make certain key proteins their bodies need, like taurine and arginine. All those building blocks must come straight from food. That's why plain cooked chicken breast, turkey thighs, lean beef chunks, or lamb without any seasoning work so well. Fish like salmon fillets or sardines, either cooked and boneless or low-salt canned in water, bring healthy omega-3 fats that calm joints, fight inflammation, and make coats shine beautifully. One plain boiled or scrambled egg with no oil or spices gives 6 grams of easy-to-digest protein plus choline that supports brain health. Liver and heart have lots of vitamins A, B12, and iron, but just give these once a week so you don't overload on vitamin A. Cheap meat meals digest poorly and stress kidneys over time. You'll see quality protein working through firm muscle tone, tough skin, and alert, bright eyes. Rotate different sources weekly to prevent allergies. Even add 1 to 2 ounces of cooked meat as kibble toppers. Always keep it plain, since human seasonings prove toxic. Good protein fuels every repair, growth, and defense system. Skimp here and their whole body pays the price long term. Chapter 6. Practical protein. Boosts. Good kibble becomes great with real protein boosts. For your morning bowl, measure kibble based on your dog's weight and activity. Then top with 1 tablespoon shredded plain chicken or turkey. This boosts appeal and nutrition without calorie overload. Reduce kibble 10 to 20%, accordingly preventing weight creep. Evening variation keeps interest high. Weekly rotation works best. Chicken Monday through Wednesday, fish Thursday through Saturday, egg Sunday. This broadens minerals and amino profiles while cutting sensitivity risks from always using one source. Cook plainly. Boil, bake, or steam. No oils, salts, garlic, or onions. Introduce gradually. First day, 1 teaspoon atop kibble. Days 2 and 3 double if stools stay firm. Active dogs and puppies need higher portions. Seniors and less active dogs need less. Scale treats proportionally. This simple upgrade shows in better energy levels, muscle maintenance, fewer vet visits for skin issues. Protein toppers make it easy to combine store-bought convenience with fresh food benefits, even when life gets busy. Chapter 7. Fruits replace. Fatty treats. Fruits beat fatty biscuits because they're lower in calories but packed with vitamins. Blueberries burst with antioxidants fighting cell aging. Dogs pop them like candy. Strawberries and raspberries supply vitamin C, boosting immunity and joint health. Apple slices with core and seeds removed offer pectin fiber, regulating bowels gently. Few banana coins or seedless watermelon chunks cool summer training sessions perfectly. But fruit has natural sugars, so keep amounts small. Small dogs do best with 10 to 15 pieces maximum daily. Medium dogs can handle about a half cup. Too much risks diarrhea, weight gain, or blood sugar problems, especially for diabetics or overweight pups. Training rewards work great with fruits. They have the same appeal as treats, but 75% fewer calories. Always wash thoroughly and cut bite size to prevent choking. Refrigerate extras and rotate types, preventing boredom. Fruits make perfect 5 to 10% total intake accents, not main meals. Owners notice brighter eyes, fresher breath, satisfied treat time without fat buildup. Fruits create that perfect bridge between nutrition science and joyful moments, strengthening your bond daily. Chapter 8. Vegetables. Dogs digest best. Some vegetables can make your dog's bowl feel fuller without loading them with extra calories. Plain canned pumpkin, with no sugar or spices, is a great example. It can help both diarrhea and constipation because its gentle fiber can either soak up extra water or soften hard stool. Lightly steamed carrots bring natural goodness for vision and immunity, and they are much gentler on your dog's stomach than sweet, sugary snacks. Green beans are another favorite because they add volume to the bowl and help with weight loss without making your dog feel hungry all the time. Soft slices of zucchini, small amounts of steamed broccoli, and finely chopped spinach can add more vitamins and antioxidants. Dogs, however, do not handle raw plant material very well. A little cooking makes these vegetables much easier for their shorter digestive system to use. Start with a small spoonful on top of the regular food and increase slowly while watching their stool and comfort. Try not to let vegetables become more than about a quarter of the meal. Otherwise, you may see gas or bloating. Used wisely, these simple vegetables can make meals more satisfying, support digestion, and help keep weight under control. Chapter 9. How to add new foods safely. Even when a food is considered safe for dogs in general, your own dog may respond differently. That is why new foods should always start small. Mix a teaspoon of a new protein or vegetable into their usual kibble, or offer just a couple of pieces of a new fruit. Then watch carefully for 2 or 3 days. If your dog's poop stays normal, their skin looks fine, and their energy is the same, you can slowly offer a little more next time. If you see vomiting, loose stools, itching, or ear irritation, stop that new food right away and give their system a break. Young puppies, old dogs, or dogs that are sick or on medication need even more care. It is best to check with a vet before changing anything major for them. A simple way to stay organized is to add only 1 new food per week and keep a small note on how your dog did. Over time, that gives you a personal, safe list tailored to your dog. When you go slowly and pay attention, you turn everyday feeding into a careful experiment that keeps your dog comfortable while still improving their diet. Toxins and dangers. Chapter 10. Chocolate and sweet poisons. Some of the most dangerous things for dogs are everyday sweets that feel harmless to us. Chocolate is one of the biggest, especially dark chocolate and baking chocolate. The substance inside it that bothers dogs can overstimulate their heart and nervous system, and even a small amount can make a small dog very sick. Grapes and raisins are another serious risk. They can cause sudden kidney failure in some dogs, and there is no amount that is truly safe for all dogs. Sugar-free products can be just as bad. The sweetener xylitol, which is found in certain chewing gums, candies, and some peanut butters, can cause a dog's blood sugar to crash very quickly and may damage the liver. Alcohol and drinks with caffeine, like coffee and energy drinks, are also unsafe. The easiest way to protect your dog is never to offer them sweets or human desserts at all, and to keep these foods completely out of reach. If your dog gets into chocolate, gum, or anything sugar-free, that is always a reason to call a vet or emergency clinic right away. Chapter 11. Dangerous table scraps. Many owners show love by sharing bits from their plate, but some table foods can do more harm than good. Cooked bones are a classic example. Once they have been cooked, they become brittle and can splinter into sharp pieces. Those pieces can get stuck in the throat or cut the intestines, and fixing that often means expensive emergency surgery. Very fatty leftovers are another hidden danger. Things like bacon fat, greasy meat, or rich gravy can overload a dog's system and trigger a painful condition of the pancreas. Salty foods that seem harmless, such as chips, pretzels, or salty meats, can upset a dog's fluid balance and make their organs work harder. Food that has been left in the fridge too long and has gone bad can carry bacteria or toxins that are far more powerful to a dog than to a human. Nuts like macadamias and raw bread dough that can rise in a dog's stomach can also cause serious trouble. A good rule is simple. If it is not plain, if it is very fatty, very salty, or something you would throw away, it should not go into your dog's bowl. Chapter 12. Household dangers. Beyond food. Not all threats to your dog's health come from the kitchen. Some common houseplants, like lilies or sago palms, can be deadly if a dog chews on them. Cleaning products on floors or low surfaces can be licked off paws later, burning the mouth and stomach. Human medicines are especially risky. Painkillers and many everyday tablets that are safe for people can damage a dog's organs very quickly, even in small doses. Poison used for mice or rats is designed to kill small animals, and a curious dog who finds a block in a garage or shed can be in real danger. Even natural essential oils can cause harm if they are applied to a dog's skin or used in strong diffusers around them. Small toys, socks, and bits of plastic may look like fun chew items, but can block the intestines if swallowed. The safest approach is to think like a toddler parent. Anything that would be unsafe for a crawling child should be kept where a dog cannot reach it, and the whole family should know what items are off limits. Chapter 13. Emergency Response Protocols. If you ever suspect your dog has eaten something dangerous, the most important rule is not to wait and see. Call a vet or an animal poison helpline as soon as you can and tell them exactly what your dog ate, how much, and when it happened. Some poisons can be treated if action is taken quickly, but time often matters. Do not try home remedies or make your dog vomit unless a professional tells you to, because doing it the wrong way can cause more damage. Pay attention to signs like sudden vomiting, bloody stools, shaking, extreme tiredness, or collapse. These are all reasons to seek emergency care, not to wait for a regular appointment. A simple way to prepare is to keep a list on your fridge or phone with your vet's number, the nearest 24-hour emergency clinic, and a poison hotline. Also explain basic never feed rules to children and visitors, especially around holidays when there is more food and more chaos. Staying calm and acting quickly can turn a scary situation into a problem that is caught early and treated successfully. Kibble decoding. Chapter 14. Ingredient list. Reveals truth. The front of a dog food bag is advertising. The real story is on the back. The ingredient list is written from the heaviest ingredient to the lightest, before cooking. That means the first few ingredients tell you what the food is really made of. When you see clear meats like chicken, turkey, or salmon near the top, that usually means the food is built around real protein. When you see vague words like meat byproducts or animal digest, without saying which animal, that suggests lower quality parts. Grains and starches can also be split into several lines, such as corn, corn gluten meal, and corn flour, to make it look like there is less of the same ingredient than there really is. Fats should be clearly named as well, such as chicken fat, instead of just animal fat. A few helpful extras, like added probiotics or small amounts of fruits and vegetables, can be a nice bonus, but they should not be hiding a weak base. Once you learn to scan the first 5 ingredients, you can quickly tell which foods are mostly meat and which are mostly cheap filler. Chapter 15. Numbers that actually matter. Near the ingredient list, there is a small box called the Guaranteed Analysis. It lists the percentages of protein, fat, fiber, and moisture. These numbers can look technical, but you only need to understand them at a basic level. Adult dogs usually do well with a decent amount of protein and a moderate amount of fat. Growing puppies need more of both, while older dogs may do better with slightly less fat, especially if they are not very active. Too much fiber can mean the food is filled with plant material that just passes through without feeding the body very well. Too little, and your dog may have trouble with stool quality. It also matters that the food is made for the right life stage. A food designed for growth, or all life stages, has more energy and nutrients than a food made for adult maintenance. A young, active dog might need that extra support, while an older, calm dog might simply gain weight on the same formula. Talking with your vet about these numbers in relation to your specific dog helps turn confusing labels into simple, useful guidelines. Chapter 16. Complete versus Supplemental Warning. Some dog foods are meant to be a complete meal, and others are meant to be used only as snacks or toppings. The label tells you which is which. Somewhere on the bag or can, it should say complete and balanced for a specific life stage, such as adult dogs or puppies. That phrase means the food is designed to meet the basic nutritional needs for that group when fed as the main diet. If the label says it is only for intermittent or supplemental feeding, that product is not meant to be your dog's everyday meal. Words like premium, natural, or holistic do not guarantee quality by themselves. Even grain-free on the front does not automatically mean better, and in some cases, grain-free diets have raised concerns about heart health if they are not properly formulated. What matters more is that the food has that complete and balanced statement, that the ingredients make sense, and that the company is open about how they make and test their food. Using complete foods for daily meals and keeping treats and toppers as add-ons keeps your dog's nutrition steady and safe. Chapter 17. Smart Food. Switching Methods. When you find a better food and want to switch, doing it slowly is as important as choosing the right bag. Your dog's stomach and gut bacteria get used to whatever they eat most often. If you change everything overnight, even a high-quality food can cause diarrhea or refusal to eat. A gentle plan is to mix the new food with the old one over about a week. For the first couple of days, use mostly the old food with a little of the new. Then move to half and half, and finally mostly new food with only a bit of the old. Watch your dog's poop and comfort through this process. If stools become very loose, slow the transition down and give their system more time to adapt. Puppies, seniors, and dogs with sensitive stomachs may need an even slower change. Warming the food slightly or adding a small splash of warm water can make it more appealing for picky eaters. A calm, patient switch helps you upgrade your dog's diet without creating a setback at the same time. Petmoo Protocol. Chapter 18. Perfect Meal Timing. Feeding your dog at consistent times each day can help just as much as what you feed. Most healthy adult dogs do best with 2 meals a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, roughly 10 to 12 hours apart. This pattern helps keep their energy steadier, reduces begging between meals, and makes bathroom trips more predictable. Puppies under 6 months usually need 3 or 4 smaller meals because their stomachs are small and they burn through food quickly. Older dogs may benefit from 2 or 3 smaller meals if large meals make them uncomfortable. Leaving food out all day, known as free feeding, often leads to weight gain, messy house training, and a dog that never seems satisfied. A set schedule, on the other hand, helps their body get into a rhythm. It also makes it easier for you to notice when something is wrong, because a dog that normally eats happily at certain times but suddenly refuses food is sending a clear signal that they may not feel well. Chapter 19. Portion Reality Check. The amounts printed on the back of a dog food bag are only a starting point. Your dog's body is the real guide. A healthy dog should have ribs you can feel under a thin layer of flesh, but not see clearly from across the room. When you look from above, you should see a gentle curve inward at the waist. From the side, the belly should tuck up slightly behind the ribs, not hang down heavily. Weighing your dog every couple of weeks and looking at these body shapes helps you decide whether to feed a little more or a little less. Very active dogs need more calories than quiet ones, and dogs that have been spayed or neutered often need fewer calories than they did before surgery. Treats, table scraps, fruits, and vegetable extras all count as food. A simple way to stay on track is to keep treats under about 10% of your dog's total daily calories. Using a measuring cup or kitchen scale instead of guessing can make a big difference over time. Chapter 20. Simple Healthy Upgrades. You do not need to throw out your current routine to make your dog's meals better. Small, steady upgrades add up. Start with a decent, complete and balanced food as the base. Then, once or twice a day, add a small amount of plain cooked protein on top, such as turkey, chicken, or a bit of egg. You can also add a spoonful of pumpkin, some soft carrots, or a few green beans to bring in extra fiber and nutrients. Whenever you add extras, reduce the main food just a little so you're not quietly increasing the total calories. Make sure fresh water is always available near where your dog eats. A short walk or a bit of play before meals can help digestive movement and reduce the risk of certain stomach problems in large, deep-chested dogs. Over time, you can rotate the toppers and vegetables you use so your dog gets a variety of nutrients while staying within a simple routine. This approach keeps things realistic for busy days, but still helps your dog's health move in the right direction. Chapter 21. Success Signals Tracking. You will know your feeding plan is working when you start seeing clear signs in your dog's daily life. Good signs include firm, well-formed stools that are easy to pick up, a shiny coat that feels soft rather than dry, bright eyes, a steady, healthy weight, and energy that feels stable, not wired and not flat. Your dog should look forward to meals, eat with interest, and generally seem comfortable afterward. Warning signs are just as important. Loose, smelly stools, a coat that looks dull or flaky, weight creeping up or down without you trying, or a dog that often seems tired or uncomfortable can all be clues that something in the diet needs adjusting. Taking a quick photo of your dog's body shape once a month can make changes easier to spot. Your vet can also check things like organ health and nutrition markers on a blood test, which adds another layer of reassurance. When you use these signals and adjust slowly, your feeding routine becomes a powerful tool that helps your dog stay at their best over the long term. Conclusion. Your dog cannot look at a label, cannot measure out a portion, and cannot tell you, "This food doesn't feel right." They trust you completely with every bowl you put down. When you understand, in plain language, how their body handles food, which foods help them thrive, which ones can quietly hurt them, and how to follow a simple daily routine, you turn feeding from a habit into real care. Today, choose just one small step. Read the ingredients on your dog's current food. Remove one clearly unsafe food from the places your dog can reach, or add one safe, healthy upgrade to their next meal. If this video made things easier to understand instead of more confusing, subscribe to Petmoo and turn on notifications so you always have clear, dog-friendly guidance at your fingertips. Share this with another dog parent you care about, because when we make better choices at the bowl, we give our dogs a real chance at a longer, happier life.